Greetings, programs, and welcome to day 4 of Primetime Part 2. So, today, we're really gonna go simple, actually. And we're actually looking at the Fall of Cybertron Deluxe class Optimus Prime. Yes, this tiny thing is a Deluxe class. Even though it's the size of, you know, the old Scout class and even some Legends figures I've seen. But smallness aside, I really like this figure. So, as you can see, this is just 100% Cybertronian alt mode. It looks mean. It looks awesome. It's got a million smokestacks coming out of the back. Manages to not be, you know, super kibbly, nothing too obvious other than, you know, the hands. You definitely have to make sure you rotate the hands around to hide them as much as you can. But other than that, he looks actually really good. You know, I am definitely a fan of that weird, you know, front end going on. I even like just the fact that there's actually some detail on his wheels. You'd be shocked how many Optimus wheels look exactly the same. So, just this really changed up design. It's a nice touch. And obviously, he's got his gun pegged in the back here. Peg it either side. And technically, you can even peg it into the smokestacks. I don't know if that's actually an intended peg slot or just happens to be the right size to shove something in. But you've got that. Or you can put the gun on the side peg here, which that doesn't necessarily work as well, not gonna lie. But transforming this guy is actually pretty easy, but still enjoyable. So first thing you're gonna want to do is come back here and actually unpeg these two spots right here from the back. Then rotate these all the way down to form his legs. I'm gonna go ahead and pull his legs apart, and see they just tab together right there. Then you're actually going to take the ankles and rotate them back in, and they will lock into place, like that. Shift him forward, and you know, you're done with the lower body. We have our obligatory walking truck mode. I know I don't normally do this, but this one works. This one almost is... This is almost a Mech Warrior. So, this one I'm a fan of. Anyway, though, to actually finish the transformation, you're going to come to the front here and unpeg these bumper halves from each other. And then unpeg the front wheels. And see, slot, tab. That's how that works. Rotate these around like that. Take this piece that's on a ball joint and just kind of push it up underneath like that. Rotate out the arms. Turn the fists around the right way. Fold the smokestacks down into the upper arms. Then same thing over here. Rotate it around. Get this unpegged. Turn to the side. Rotate this down, realize I was stupid, and rotated that the wrong way. It goes this way. Spin the arm around, fold down the smokestack, and then you're going to come back here, open this panel up, and then there's actually just this one piece, like running through the center of him, that will rotate back, and it will rotate up the shoulders as well as bring his head out. Just go ahead, get that all in place, and then this will lock down in to keep everything folded out. And there you have Optimus in his robot mode. And for being a very simple figure, again, I love this guy. He has a really cool look to him. Now, again, you can give him the gun. I have seen it done a lot where people will do it like this on him, which that kind of works, though he does almost have like a movie-style gun. The way it comes down and like effectively replaces his hand, which I am definitely a fan of. It looks cool. Should probably actually do his posability now. Head is on a ball joint. He's got much better range than a lot of ball joints I see, though. So, a lot of up and down. Very tight, but he does have a rotation. The shoulders are positioned a little weird, but they are on ball joints, so you get full rotation. And some outward, as long as you keep the angle right. Bicep swivel. Really, really deep elbow bends, as well as wrist rotation. These pieces, not gonna lie, I wish they tabbed in. They don't. They're constantly gonna be moving on you and getting in the way. And to get his gun moved away so he stops ruining the focus. I believe it's a ball joint to attach the waist. So he does have waist rotation as well as arching back. No crunch, but he can arch. Ball joint at the hips, forward, back, outwards. Really good range. Mushroom peg for a thigh swivel right under that. Full range of motion at the knee because of how he transforms. And ball joint for the foot. So you get rotation, tilt, you know, again, whole nine works, just like the Orion Pax figure, because these did come out around the same time. Now, I'm going to throw up a few pictures. There's one thing really cool you can do with this guy. If you happen to have the Fall of Cybertron Voyager Grimlock, this Optimus uses his weapons perfectly. They look so good with him. But 2, you can actually have this guy riding Grimlock. Now, I don't know if that version of Grimlock would actually be down with that, but you can do it and it looks amazing. So, overall, again, this is a slightly shorter video because it's, you know, a fairly simple figure. I know this guy got a lot of flack when he came out for his size, but at the end of the day, he's so good that I don't mind the size. In fact, let me see if I've still got him out. Yeah, here he is next to Orion Pax. And, you know, they're roughly about the same size in robot mode. So, it's not this Optimus Prime's fault that he just has a very efficient vehicle mode, shall we say. And if you can find him for a good price, he's actually a lot of fun. Because, you know, again, he's got a lot of joints. He's really, really posable. And you're going to have some fun with this guy. He looks great on your shelf, despite being small. And yes, he definitely would have been better if we could have a slightly more detailed... Again, that one part, my only downside. But if we had a bit more detailed transformation and a Voyager class, that would have been cooler. And definitely more to scale with the rest of the figures that came out around this time from the game. But for what he is, it's still a really cool figure. Get this guy and get a Grimlock so you can give this guy extra weapons. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And starting tomorrow, we're getting into the quite a bit more complicated and interesting figures. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. See you next time.